I don't know or remember most of the equations. I don't have high expectations for this full length. God. Being black in America, boy, I tell ya. So, Dr. McLean, if you're seeing this, I apologize. I had a professor in Meharry that screamed living raps at the top of his lungs.
Up till 6 in the morning, when the sunrise will be on it. Oh, I got 5, we going so live. Tell me when to go, baby, when we gon' slide, baby, when we gon' slide.
Hey, how y'all doing? What's up, y'all? The time between this vlog and the last one will be quite a while because it is now March 28th. It's like the end of March. So, couple things to note. If you don't follow me on TikTok, I've given updates there pretty much live because it's just quick and easy. But we are somewhat done with content review. I'm only saying somewhat because there are a few things that have not been reviewed properly as I feel like they should be reviewed properly. But there are also things that I feel like are best with practice. Those things are light and sound, optics and whatever, all of your lenses and diverging, converging, all of that. That's also Gen Chem physics. I'm not the most confident in my classical physics, amino acids, and all of the metabolic pathways. Now, I will say I'm gonna do metabolic pathways today. Today is it's a Friday. I was supposed to do it Monday, but my week got very hectic, and I can't say that I've studied a whole bunch this week. I've been listening to podcasts and watching videos on glycolysis and all of this, and I also have my MHS notes that I'm gonna review today as well. So I'm gonna try to get through that, which is good because it'll kind of be fresh in my brain. I don't know if I will remember all of it. Now, if you read the title, then you know that I'm about to take a full length. I wanted to take it today after work, but y'all, I was literally just so tired. I really just could not take it. I came home, I ended up taking the dog out, took a nap, and then I woke up, and it seems like the topics that I'm not the most confident in are usually like the most high yield topics. I don't have high expectations for this full length, okay? Let me just put that out there. Now, in 2 weeks from now, we should see growth. So that'll be 2 weeks of review and more going over content, making sure I understand everything. Kaplan has a great application phase where they'll give you a pretest, and then you have your lectures, and then you get a post test that's more of a Q bank rather than a post test. So it's more 20 to 25 questions rather than the regular pretest post test that's no more than 12 questions. So it's good there. My review style has been paused because I have not been updating my Excel. I plan to go through and do all of that just straight updating someday before the next 2 weeks. I have been going back, and it has to be before my Kaplan expires for sure, so that's a month. I'm cleaning the kitchen right now. It's not it's horrible in here. I have one skillet to clean, and then I have a couple bowls in the sink and some silverware, and then clean that and be done. I did already meal prep. I meal prepped yesterday. I made a little chipotle bowl. Now that might be too heavy to eat for a quote-unquote full length that I'm trying to, stimulate a test taking scenario. But I mean, that's what I got, so that's what I'm eating. I don't, yeah, that's what I'm eating. I don't have any snack, but that's because I'm cutting snacks out. I decided to essentially cut out chips, kind of cut out candy, because there's a candy bowl at my job and sometimes I do eat from there. But as far as buying snacks, the most I'm going to buy is Cheez-Its, because that's usually a snack at work. It's a bag of Cheez-Its. Glycolysis, pentose pathway, citric acid cycle. I feel confident that I will be good enough for the MCAT for that. Maybe not by tomorrow, but I feel confident because in my head, I feel like I always make it harder than what it needs to be. I don't need to know all of it. You don't need to know the breakdown of everything. It's more like enzymes. Most of the questions on the MCAT are more like inhibitory. So if something like, for example, for glycolysis, PFK stimulates insulin, PFK2 stimulates glucagon, or vice versa. Once again, I'm always confusing similar topics. So either or. So like if glucagon was inhibited, what does that do in glycolysis or stuff like that. Also, y'all, I don't know if I mentioned this in the last one because I don't know that I recorded a video when it happened, but my actual all-in-one PC, yeah, the screen is cracked and it will not, it was working for a while and then it just completely shut down. So I've been using only one screen, which is fine, but I've been looking into, it's going to cost like $300 to get that fixed if I have somebody do it. My uncle might be able to do it because I'm going home in the summer for like a weekend, so he might be able to fix it. I need something, so especially if I'm going to be doing streams, it's really easy to do a stream if I have like a whole secondary screen that I can look at and just look at that while I'm, you know, doing whatever I gotta do on my screen. So I don't know, y'all. I've been looking at mini PCs. I'm looking for something that's at least 16 gigs of RAM because that's what this is. Also, because I'm MHS alum and I'm Meharry alum, I have access to the digital library for Meharry, and which means that I have access to all of the study materials that they suggest. MCAT for MHS, I have access to step 1, I have access to first and second year of med and dental material as well. So I've been going through and downloading like all of the stuff that I feel like I need. I finally found the way to get access to said practice questions and whatever else they had for us in the library for MHS and MCAT study. There's 281 questions on embryology, 450 questions on biochemistry, molecular biology, and genetics. Yay! Out of that, there's 209 questions on metabolism. Anyways, a person who accidentally ingested mold toxin that is completely inhibited by phosphofentopyruvate. Which step is that? So this question is specifically about, I want to say glycolysis. Actually no. This is citric acid cycle. I feel like this is citric acid cycle. Which of the following could still form sustainable amounts of blood glucose from which of the following? Ingested fructose? Holy crap. Oh my god. If I just did these questions when I was in the program. Oh yeah, we gotta make a video. We gotta make a video warning y'all about this. That literally felt like, I mean, down to having 5 answer choices. The type of question it felt very Meharian. And I was in class struggling for what? The questions were in front of me the whole time. All because I didn't use the library. Use the library. Use your libraries. My god. I'm working on forgiving myself because what? Whole time is right there. Whole time. It's 7:30. I'm about to go ahead and finally get started on studying all the other stuff. So I have to do carbohydrates, citric acid cycle, and then oxidative phosphorylation. Now I have PowerPoints from MHS on all of these, so they would be my secondary source of information. There's no reason why I should not get a 515. And I have 3 more months to study. And these 3 months is literally just practice, 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 practice. Yeah. I'm coming for everybody's neck. And when I say everybody, I just really just mean my own, because girl, you gotta do better. What? And alum have access to this stuff forever. Forever, ever. So even if I don't go to Meharry for medical school, I still have access to this. I can still use this plus whatever my school gives me. Like, there should be no reason. There should be no reason. Especially, what I'm really working on is time management. That's something that I struggle with because I struggle with balance, which is why my life is chaotic most of the time. I will say that. I feel better. So I'm studying, and of course, I wrote the wrong thing at the wrong spot. So I have the erasable pens. Oh my god, y'all. I vouch for these because they just erase everything. And now I can go through, correct my mistake. I wrote the entire thing wrong too. And that's what's crazy. I wrote the entire thing wrong. And just like that, it's gone. God, I love erasable pens. Oh my god. Good morning, y'all. It is currently 6:30. My grits are in the microwave. All the time, I always leave something open. Grits are in the microwave. So I planned on starting at 7:30. I've already taken the dog out. So I'm just gonna eat, do a little devotional. Might do some Anki on psych soap because I'm always confusing similar topics. So I want to get some of that information in my head today so that I can have like a good psych soap score. Last night went great with the glycolysis, gluconeogenesis, oxidative pathway, all of that stuff. That all went well. It made sense. I took notes using Kaplan and I used some of my Harry MHS stuff. I plan on like getting started. Technically, I don't have to get started till 8 because that's like testing standard. But you can check into your appointment at Pearson at 7:30. And they'll probably have you in the room by 7:45. Because truly, they just gotta get your ID and stuff. And you'll probably be like one of the first people in the room. So it shouldn't be like a long wait or anything. I do need to put in eye drops. My eyes are killing me right now. Yeah, I got an eye doctor appointment. Mind you, I work in vision research at the place that I want to get an eye doctor appointment. Do you know when my eye doctor appointment is? August 1st. Today is March 29th. My god. I might remake the appointment and tell them I've been having double vision or something. My goodness. Also, y'all, I've been doing really good with my diet. Really good for me. I've only had water and coffee for 2 days. And I haven't had any snacks for 2 days. I am most definitely tired. I definitely need my coffee, bro. Alright, y'all. I got my water and I got my coffee. It is, time is currently 7:20 something, I think. Let me look at the time. Oh, I lied, it's 7:30. We're a little behind. That's unfortunate. Let me turn off the light. So, it's important to note that this does not necessarily directly stimulate test-taking conditions because I have my water here and I have my coffee. And I can't have that for the test. I would have to have it before. But because I didn't wake up at 4 a.m. to get ready and all of that stuff. So this is essentially like my baseline. The last baseline I took was like in June. And that's when I thought that I was going to study. I do have my phone on an MCAT study, do not disturb. The only person that can reach me is like my mom, my dad, my granddad, and I think my brother. And hopefully that will just be in case of emergency. I do have like a little notepad here because I don't have, well, technically I do have like a little squiggly dry erase thing. Don't really use it and I haven't used it before. And truly, I don't know where it's at. We have here Kaplan full length 1. I know some people write down all of the equations ahead of time, like when you have that little 10-minute block of like reading over like the test agreement or whatever. Nobody actually reads the test agreement. You spend that time to write down all your equations. I don't know or remember most of the equations. I'm gonna put that out there. I think I know like 4. Just gonna put that. It actually might be more than 4. I have a question that is literally saying what functional group is found in compound 1 that isn't found in compound 2. And I just want to say functional groups I lack in because I forgot all of them. So Dr. McLean, if you're seeing this, I apologize. You did a great job teaching. I just forgot. Okay, we just finished chem phys with 2.5 minutes remaining. Oh my god. Do I feel more confident than I have in the past? Yes. Do I feel like I probably confused a lot of topics? Yes. Definitely know that there's room for improvement. I can honestly see, like, in my head is no longer as hard as I used to think that it is. But I can also see why I avoided this. I can see why I avoided this. But we're about to have our 10-minute break. Big stretch. We're about to have our 10-minute break. I'm really just gonna take the dog out for a second. I feel like that will cover the 10-minute break, just so she can, you know, potty and whatnot, drink some of my water, and use the bathroom, and that should be everything. And then we go into cars. Very fun, very exciting. All right, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your time has expired. 10-minute break. All right, let's go. Okay, we have 7 minutes left. Literally just took the dog out like super quick just so she can pee and I can feel better about taking a 7-hour test. Something that I've heard people say is that coffee makes you pee more or makes you have to pee quicker. I have not had that experience, truly. Like, I haven't had that experience. Like, if anything, coffee doesn't make me pee. It's really just my water. But when it comes to testing, right, you don't want to always have to use the bathroom, and you also don't want like your heart rate to be super high. So don't do a Red Bull or Celsius, please, because that'll just drive your anxiety up. So try to hydrate like really good the day before, get all of that fluid out, and then go into the test. And like, have a bottle of water, but don't just be downing a bottle after every section, because then you're gonna have to pee, and that takes away time from your breaks. You don't know if you're gonna make it back in time, type of thing. Plus, they gotta check you in. If you wear glasses, they gotta check your glasses. They take forever. Check your pockets. It just takes a minute by itself to check in and out. So you really only have like 8 minutes. Now, on your 30-minute break, you still have to eat lunch, and then it's the whole check-in, check-out process. It's just a lot. Try to really prepare your physical body for the day before. Like staying hydrated, making sure you get a good night of rest. If you're gonna have some coffee, have it 2-3 hours before the test, so you could like pee it out and not have to like do that during the test, because that's a big no-no. Anyways, we have 4 minutes and 45 seconds left. I'm gonna drink some more of my water, and then we'll go into cars. Pray for me. Now, cars, my timing on cars has not been good lately. And I know that's just because I haven't been practicing as I should. I'm gonna try to at least get through 8. If I get through 8 passages, I feel better. So I get through 8 and I feel confident in those 8. Y'all, I just read this passage and I don't know what's going on. Shakespeare and dual authorship, and I really just don't know what's going on. And I don't have time to reread, and there's not enough time. We're making note that passage 4 is empty. It is very iffy. You got 52 minutes left and I'm on passage 4. That's not even enough time. I can't do it. 9 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Well, 30 seconds to go. I don't know if we are going to make it through this last one, but we're going to try to. I feel like that last passage was like weirdly easy. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let the little 2 minutes go out. I have food that I want to heat up. We're about to go into our 30-minute break. Definitely feel like passage 4 was very hard. I think I felt the same way about 7. We're gonna see. Either way, all cars is gonna take is a lot of practice, and I'm okay with that. Now, that chem phys section, I don't know. And then we're gonna go into biochem, and then psych in theory should be the easiest. But we will see, and that theory will be tested. So somebody is here begging for food. But guess what, y'all? Her food has been sitting in her bowl since I put it in this morning. Has she touched it? No. I'm sorry, Daisy. I'm not giving you my Chipotle bowl. I don't give a dog dairy. Now, we have 16 minutes left, so I'm literally just decompressing. That's all. Now, let's talk about cars. My prediction for cars may be, I don't even know how car scoring really goes. If, hypothetically, each passage is like 5-6 questions. I'm assuming for all but 2, I at least got 3 right. Right? So 2 wrong times, how many passages was that? 7? That I felt okay about? 2 times 7 is 14. 53 minus 24 is 29. 29 question right on MCAT cars. It's about a 125. Getting 9 questions. No. So 29 questions right. I guess my prediction is maybe a 125 on cars. I'm not all that sure about chem phys. Then biochem, I'm not all that sure about, of course, because there are some smaller things that I have not gone over in great detail, and definitely have not practiced on. According to my Excel document, I'm pretty much done with both, as far as content review, I'm pretty much done with both psych soc and biochem. There are like 4 sub foundations where I have like a 40% done, or like 40, like less than 50, or right around 50%. I think there's like 3 sections where I don't have at least above 80% of it done, and I feel like that's only because of the way that this Excel is broken down. It's like topics inside subsections that are like really briefly discussed, so I don't actually think about them in great detail and like add them to the I've done content. I've done portion of the Excel. Funny question. It says, which of the following changes to the plasma membrane would most likely increase membrane fluidity in humans? I had a professor in Meharry that screamed lipid rafts at the top of his lungs every time we met. So you know what the answer is? Lipid rafts. It is lipid rafts. Oh my god. I can't wait to review this to see if that's right. Y'all, I literally have a question that's essentially about, well, this passage, I should say, is essentially about mitochondria oxidation, essentially. So this is really what I do in lab with our seahorse analyzer. And like all the things that they're saying, like using a uncoupler and then a ligomycin, which inhibits ATP synthase, like I know that because I do it in lab. In fact, I'm doing it on Monday. Once again, seahorse is showing up in my biochem test because it is talking about FCCP, which is an uncoupler that we use in the seahorse to do measurements of our mitochondrial stress tests and finding OCR and ECAR. We don't use FCCP because we're doing it on tissue, and it doesn't work out that way. So we use BAM15, but whatever. It's another uncoupler. And DMSO. I'm just DMSO. What are y'all doing? DMSO is a chemical that breaks down essentially nonpolar chemicals. I use DMSO to break down my BAM15 to make my aliquots of that. Huh. All this is just popping up. You know, seahorse might actually be about something. I might have to hurry up and get my data and make that paper. It's going to be great on the MCAT. So I have a question that is talking about this particular gene mutation and what you were most likely to see in terms of certain hormones. So we have ATCH, cortisol, aldosterone, and ADH. Cortisol and ADH are essentially focused to me, are essentially opposites of each other, or what they do in relative to, you know, the kidney. Cortisol is going to decrease the release of water, I believe. This is my thought process, so don't quote me on all of this. ADH is going to increase the release of water. I believe we will see. So I'm gonna go with C. We will find out at the end if I was right. Welcome to this week's episode of Being Black in America, where my MCAT passage happens to bring up specific sales from a specific person. Anyone want to guess who the person is? Henrietta Lacks. Oh my god. Yeah, her sales. The Gila cell line. God. Being Black in America, boy, I tell ya. Alright, y'all, we finished with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. That last passage, didn't understand what was going on. Definitely gonna have to review that one. So, actually, review. It was talking about population and the rate of the I don't know if I just tapped out or like what happened, but I just wasn't there. Okay. I actually feel good about most of it. I don't know what my prediction is for the score. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be better than cars. I'm gonna go ahead and just take my little break and yeah, take the dog out because she was whining. She wanted attention and to go out. So take her out. It is currently 1:10. So by the time we finish our last section, it should be right around 3 o'clock. I don't know. I usually like fly through psych social, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna try to take my time and see if that makes any difference. I don't know, y'all. Anyways, 30 seconds and then going into our 10-minute break. Alright, 10 seconds until psych social starts. Y'all, I forgot about the psychological development stages. Yay. I'm not going yay, but I'm a little tired. We got an hour left and like 20 more questions, and I'm a little tired. But I'm hoping. Hello, Daisy. I'm hoping that I can just push through. I'm actually excited to review. I won't be reviewing today. I will be reviewing tomorrow. I'm actually excited to review, just because I want to know where I'm at and I want to, you know, be better. But anyways, back to the test. Okay, 10 minutes left. I'm just gonna go ahead and submit. We will see how good this goes. Mind you, my expectation is not high because it's literally like the first test I'm really taking. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm nervous. I'm gonna go ahead and submit. Oh, well, that is significantly higher than any other test that I've ever taken. Are we sub 500? Yes. This is higher than all of my previous other tests. Yeah, like more than, I think I don't even remember what the last test I took. My highest was biochem. I literally got a different score in each one. My highest was biochem. Psych social was 1 point lower than biochem. Understanding all of your graphs is a big one too. Let's go. Let me see cars. How many of the ones was I over for? Is there like a view overall performance? Maybe that's. Oh, I don't think that's it. Bye. I'm about to take a nap. Hey y'all, it's Monday. I did not review yesterday. Honestly, yesterday I was tired and then I ended up having to do something after church, so I didn't end up reviewing yesterday. So we're about to review today. I honestly didn't think I was going to be able to review today because I did assay at work, and usually it takes me longer to like get through the assay, normalize the tissue and all of that, but it was just a trial run, so we didn't end up doing all of that. I did like freeze my tissue just in case I do need to normalize, but I mean, it's whatever. Next time I do an essay will be Wednesday. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through all of it today. Honestly, the most important thing to me today is making sure I get through chem, phys, and then cars. I actually don't quite know how I'm going to review for cars. I have to look into that. I mean, like, the best thing is practice, but like, how do you review what you got wrong type of thing? All right, y'all, I got it up. So I'm sorry, my dog she's crunching on a bone I got her. It's keeping her entertained, so if you hear the crunching. So we got it up. I don't know if y'all can see all of that, but essentially it tells you if you got it right, wrong, and then if you come over, it tells you what category, you get your little foundations. Then you get your Kaplan book chapter, which is always great, what skill it was, question type, and the amount of time that you spent, and then it lets you know if you're overtime. So like for this one, I was overtime. But I really like that because it just lets me know, like, I can have a very easy breakdown of like what I need to work on. I already knew going in that equilibrium and enzymes and, you know, Gibbs free energy was not my best. Actually, I have this extension on here to make it dark. Who's calling? Oh, it's my mom. Hello? Hey. Do y'all see this? 15 freaking questions of biological molecules. Okay, so I just put in like all the ones that I got right and wrong, at least for chem phys, and then I put in like what topic it was. So now I'm going through the explanations. Y'all, this first question I got wrong. Why? Just why? Oh my god. And what's crazy is that during the test, I know for a fact I thought about it, and I thought that it was going to be I thought that it was going to be the answer that it was going to be, and yeah, so that's great. So I decided, since I'm sitting here reviewing, why not moisturize my hair and, you know, do my little heat cap. So that's why this is on my head. But let's ignore that. Did y'all know that the AMC online bundle is $310? The regular price is $365. Oh, thank God for the fee waiver. So sometimes I watch pre-med and med and law students on YouTube. Right now I'm watching Lauren Nicole. She applied to 37 residencies. Is that normal, y'all? I feel like that's a lot. I mean, I'm not saying that that's too much. I'm just saying, dang, I might have to apply to like 40 residencies. My God. Okay, it's 10 p.m. and I just got done reviewing chem phys. I just got done reviewing chem phys. So I'm calling it for the night. I do need to go to bed. I woke up really early to get to work early this morning. So yeah, we will review the rest during the week. Hey y'all, it is actually Sunday of the next week. Today is April 6th. I will say I did go through the entire full length. I did make most of my notes of like what I got wrong, why I got it wrong, based off what I wrote down during the test, and then based off what I remember feeling when I was reviewing the questions. I have not made my Anki cards from that yet. But the thing is it's April 6th. Y'all know my Kaplan expires April 29th. I'm trying to get through like all of their stuff, all their Q banks, because honestly, y'all, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to afford to buy UWorld like right now. And then if I can't buy it and start like straight UWorld in May, then that'll put me behind. I'll say that. It'll put me behind the schedule that I have made in my head. Now, of course, I have not registered for the test, but also I know that everything that I had learned from Kaplan, and then on top of that, like all the other stuff that, you know, Kaplan, Anki, all of that content review that I have done, I don't want to lose it because I'm not using it for a certain amount of time because I don't have access to a Q bank. I have the AAMC stuff, but I've been trying to just have the AAMC stuff during, you know, the last like month or so of me studying, like just kicking through all of that, because I really just, I want to use UWorld, but y'all, I don't know. It's a little out my budget right now. I got other things that I have to pay for. I might need new tires. Like, it's just, it's a lot right now. So I don't know. Plus I'm going home for Mother's Day. So I don't know, y'all. If somebody wants to sponsor my UWorld, I'm open to that. If somebody wants to share UWorld, I'm open to that. Literally, that's my calendar going off saying that I'm supposed to be doing something in 30 minutes. Am I? No. I'm currently trying to get my whole Excel sheet together. But yeah. So, this first full length, it has been reviewed, not in the way that I want to review it. This could be something that I continue to work on. But this entire week, from Sunday to Saturday, well, Sunday to Friday, so now to Friday, I'm going to just be like trying to stay on top of my application stuff for Kaplan. The thing is, it's like, it just takes a minute, you know, because it's like a Q bank before to see how well you do, and then, you know, if you don't do, I guess it's like a 80 or a 75 or 80 or above, then you have to go in and take the like listen to the lectures. The lectures are usually like 40 minutes each. It depends on the topic if there's more than one, but most of the time they're like 3 to 4 lectures, and they're all 40 minutes. Well, there's like 2 to 3 lectures, and they're all like 40 minutes each, and that's just, it's a lot of time, because not only are you listening to the lecture, but you're also like taking notes. And then from your notes, I'm making Anki cards. It's like it's a lot that goes into it, but it's good because I'm seeing the information like 15 times before I get to like review my Anki cards. But also, it takes a lot of time, and I'm not getting through all of, that's just one topic. Like, I'm not getting through all of the other stuff at the same time, or at the same speed even. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the updated plan is. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. It's so much to do. Not enough time to do it. And I'm really trying, but it's getting tough. It's really getting tough. The first 4 weeks were good. We were okay. Other than me getting sick that week, that was a little rough. But I mean, now, I don't know. We're gonna figure something out. I wish I had better answers for y'all, and like a better solution of, if you feeling like this, then do this, but I really don't have it right now. Maybe I'll have it by next week's vlog. Maybe I'll have it by then. So this is being recorded April 6th. A vlog is being posted today. I am almost done with editing of the vlog that I recorded the week after that. Then we have this vlog of me taking the full length, and then I don't know what my next vlog is gonna be. I don't know what my next vlog is gonna be. It'll probably be like a I don't know, y'all. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I do know that I need to buy UWorld. Do I want to spend the money on you? Let's look. Let me look, y'all. I believe it's like $3.19 or something. Okay, the price is not coming. Okay, here we go. $3.29 for 90 days. So that would be June 1st. I'm doing, if I do 90 days, because this expires April 29th. That's essentially, you know, May 1st, whatever. May, June, July is 90 days. And that's the end of July, will be 90 days. And this isn't even me like experiencing quote unquote burnout. This is just me not knowing what's next. That's it. Hopefully by the time you guys see this, I'm gonna try to be consistent, y'all. I'm really trying to be, I'm trying to like set aside time to actually edit, but as I just said, you know, there's a lot of time that goes to MCAT study, but I'm trying to be with y'all. I'm trying to be with y'all. I'm trying to make sure we have a good connection here. We get each other. I'm sorry. I know I'll be dumping y'all for a while. I'm sorry. Once MCAT study is done, we will be back on track of like content and everything, and making sure like we're building a little community around here, and I'm helping y'all with y'all pre-med stuff, and you know, all the undergrads and post-grads and all of us that are in this like non-traditional bubble. I am here for y'all and y'all are here for me. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. We will see progress by the next time I do another one of these. Take a full length with me. I'm guaranteeing it. Alright, bye.
Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide. Oh, yeah, yeah.